There it is. Check that out.
I'm checking.
Audio right off the top.
Hello. I want the middle audio though. Just skip right to that.
Well, you take a little off the top. That's where the cream sits. Rises, correct?
Yes,
Skim.
that's what I've heard.
That's why they call it skim milk. You take all the good stuff, you skim it right off the top.
True. It's true.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
I always thought that was
That's my
correct.
knowledge. Yeah. I've never seen that. Have you ever seen a bucket of milk that wasn't like pasteurized?
Two things I hate most. Lying and skim milk was essentially water lying about being milk.
Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
Yeah, I saw that
Swanson.
recently.
Really? Like for the first time?
Twig was first, Ben, in case you missed it. Sorry, what?
First. What year is it? I need to have that meme on lock. Just pull it right up. You know the meme? What year is it?
No. Wait.
Okay.
It was me. It was me.
Of course it is.
Of course.
All right, no, the meme. The
is
meme
it Doc Brown or something?
No, Jumanji. He like pops out of the game and he's got the big
yeah.
beard. And it's Robin Williams' face with a big beard, and he's like, "What year is it?"
Robin Williams' face also. Oh wait, never mind. I messed that up.
And a beard. I'm trying to get it on the stream. Is anybody in yet?
5.
5?
My sister-in-law's sister posted a picture of.
Hold on, let me do the math on that real quick.
Yeah.
Your sister-in-law's sister, got it.
That's
okay.
right. Yeah. So my nothing-in-law was like, here's a she's pretty granola. Posted something about like here's a natural repellent for spiders. They don't like peppermint, so here's a kind of, I don't know, salve or some kind of spray or something you could make. I was trying to find a picture of a spider like on a candy cane. So if anybody can find one of those, send it to me.
Of a spider on a candy cane.
Because I just thought it'd be funny, as like
That's
a rebuttal to it.
That's your
Christmas
first go.
spider, candy cane spider, nothing showed up.
I
Maybe
have heard that they don't like peppermint.
use Bing. Should I be using Bing?
You should be using Bing.
Where'd you hear that just now, though? That they don't like peppermint, or is that like
No,
common?
I have heard they're like, add peppermint leaves to water and spray it around your house or something. It's like, I don't know, just crumble up candies and sprinkle them in the corners.
Yeah,
like,
perfect.
Really get them. All right. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm trying to get up in the stream quickly, and I was trying to do that before I get distracted, but didn't happen. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome to another episode of Matt to Matt Show, featuring Left Matt, Right Matt, and of course, as always, the disembodied voice of Joe, helping us with all of our Googling that needs to be done.
Good evening.
Thank you. Feel free to comment in the chat anything that you agree with, disagree with, want to talk about, want us to talk about, don't want us to talk about. Just let us know, and we may or may not oblige, depending on what we feel like. So that's the fun of being the hosts. So I wanted to, just off the top, I wanted to start off with your, what's that?
The cream.
The cream
from
thing.
the top.
Definitely the cream from the top. What brought that up? I forget.
We were talking about that earlier. From the top, sound from the top. And I just said
That's
what
what
the middle.
no. I knew.
Doesn't matter.
I just
but
could
wanted
not
to see
remember
what Joe
where we
has.
got to cream.
Right.
What does Joe
Let's
have?
see who we're gonna get to cream.
Oh, you mean the story?
Yes, the story.
The Gigi Ma.
Hold on.
Don't.
Am I too low?
No, you're making me look tall, man. That ain't the truth.
Tall man.
That ain't the truth. Let me pull up your screen. Can you get a screen of it?
There's a ninja on my screen.
There it is. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I don't know if you've ever seen that one picture. I think it's like a photograph on a mantle, and it's like somebody's aunt thought it was a picture of Jesus, but it was actually Obi-Wan Kenobi. And
I like it.
One of my family members recently posted this, and I don't know. She is in her 90s, so props to her for even being on Facebook. She may not have looked closely enough, but this is actually Obi-Wan Kenobi, and
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. I get it. That's the Scottish guy.
Played by what's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Yes.
Ewan.
It's played by you and McGregor.
And
That was funny. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Did you like it? Were you embarrassed? Were you
I-
ashamed to like it because it's Jesus?
That's the moral of this story. I was trying to.
I
I was
was-
trying to
I was
embarrass
trying to
Joe.
come up with-
Joe, tell
No,
him
I
about
was-
your embarrassment.
No, I was just trying to find a witty comment that was not disrespectful. So I put a comparison. This is the comparison between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jesus of Nazareth. I thought about it, and they actually have a lot of similarities.
Yes, I liked this. Very
This
much.
guy's story.
Humble.
Let's
Good
see.
around children.
There's an associated story with footprints in the sand for both of them. Sand people travel in single file. by the way.
That's good.
That was good.
That's clever.
Their words have had very powerful effects on many people they spoke to. They were each betrayed by one of their close friends. After each man was struck with a mortal blow, they became more powerful than their enemies could possibly imagine.
That was my favorite.
And after dying, returned to visit their friends. They are both depicted in our culture as blue-eyed, bearded men with similar hairstyles, humbly wearing robes, and each had a reverence for elevated terrain. Both men were relied on as the people's only hope to protect them from the dark side. Each has unconfirmed rumors of children and an uncanny ability to communicate with the living after having died. Oh, we also thought of something else. The healing thing.
Yes.
They've both touched a man's face and healed him and told the people around him that everything will be all right. So
Do you remember that?
No.
similarities.
When did
Yeah.
Obi-Wan heal someone's face?
This is the first time you see him. Like he's all Luke's all like beat up on the Raiders, like beat him up, and then he comes up and he like scares him off, and he like puts his hand over his face, all like, and he's like,
Don't
worry,
worry.
don't worry, my friend."
Yes.
And he sounds all Mexican for some reason. Don't worry, my friend.
Huh.
I've come to save you.
Did you see that thing I posted on your wall? The other thing?
Which thing you posted on my wall? It was
Someone-
yes, it was R2D2. Somebody voiced.
Yes, someone did a
voiceover.
voiceover for R2D2.
That was.
And that's
pretty
actually
darn
where
cool.
that's how I remember that part was in the scene.
That was long. I couldn't even get through all of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't have time
was-
at
it
the
was
time I brought it
long,
up.
yeah.
I wasn't like, oh, this is dumb. But I didn't get a chance to watch all of it.
It was long. There's some good parts.
Yeah, Amor Pizza's getting in on it. She did she say that before you did, or was she correcting your grandma? Don't correct my grandma.
Yeah, technically that was my great grandma. So
All right.
my mom liked the comment, so that's a win for me.
That is always a win. On something like that. I don't think I did yet. Sorry about that. Yes, thank you. I was trying to.
I didn't tag you in it, so.
Oh. That's all right. I should have seen it anyway. So, thanks for sharing that. I thought that was pretty darn clever when you brought that up to me.
It's witty. How long did that take you?
I
Come
don't
up with
know. I don't usually time myself, but
Right.
I came up with maybe half. That very last sentence I read about the uncanny ability to come back to, like, talk to the living
Mhm.
after having died. That was actually quoted from somewhere. But
Don't do it. Wait.
I like the sand. Footprints. in the sand.
I originally thought about just posting the quote about the footprints in the sand, and then quoting, like, why there is one set of footprints because sand people always march in single file. But I thought that would be a little too much.
What, misunderstood? Probably.
Yeah. I didn't want to be too snarky. Just my
Snarky.
great grandmom. She's from England.
Cool accent.
She's from England? Does she live there still?
No.
Oh. I guess that would make her from England. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
she emigrated from England.
Got it.
Immigrated here from England. Emigrated from England. That's the difference between immigrate and emigrate.
Is that what you're Googling right now?
Yeah.
All right, tell me the difference. Explain that to me.
Yeah, no, what did you say? Yeah, that's just what it is. Emigrate refers to leaving your country. It's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
emigrate. You don't know where I'm emigrating to unless I tell you.
That's
Immigrating is like, you're coming to a point. It's like, I'm going to immigrate to New Jersey.
That's right.
Getting props for the
Yeah, thank you for whoever is our official shelf
decorator.
census taker. That's what I mean. She said it's looking more populated.
Oh.
Yeah, we have some diverse characters up there.
Do you count the undead ones too, as well as the
Count 'em
sentient
twice.
robots?
Count them twice, dog.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Still trying to. I always think of one last thing I want to do. Right in the middle of thing. All right. I'm bringing the chat up so that it's logged in the video from now on, so that doesn't happen.
Clever.
Yeah.
Oh, you can log the chat.
Yeah, kind of. I'm trying to.
Opinions on the log flume versus other water rides, and also versus roller coasters. I say roller coasters all the way. The log flume's
Opinions on the
lame.
log flume.
Yeah.
I have never ridden a log flume.
Do you know why it's called a flume?
Yeah.
Sure.
'Cause logs ride it. It's like a flume you normally would put real logs down, but it's a fake. I have no idea why it's called a flume.
Me neither. I'm curious now.
You said that with so much authority. I thought you were like, "Hey, you know why it's called a flume?"
Flume is a
You
record
were hoping
producer.
I'd say it, and you'd be like, "Oh, you're right." A flume is a what?
He's a record producer. He's available on YouTube, Pandora, and iHeartRadio.
Oh, you Googled it. Okay, all right. Did you type in log flume definition?
A deep, narrow channel or ravine with a stream running through it. Or an artificial channel conveying water, typically used for transporting logs or timber.
Really?
That's it. Deep. That's the whole point. It's a deep, narrow channel or ravine. Channel. I'd like to change the channel.
I don't know why this thing doesn't like to work.
I'm just trying to keep them entertained while you fix.
Yeah, it's not happening right now. I'm gonna have to try that. Here we go. How's that? Is that better? That's not.
That looks good. No, I think you look really good like that,
Did you
Matt.
just put like a huge rectangle in front of your face?
Better
Are you, like,
than usual,
censoring?
in fact.
It's like a,
I'm trying to capture the stream browser, and that's what popped up. Just a big black. I hope that's not what you're seeing, because that's what my software says you're seeing. I'm just gonna assume it's wrong. We're gonna move on. Anyway, all right. So, I wanted to show you guys this. I don't like to do this a lot. I don't like to play a lot of content on our content, but I think this one's worth getting the potential strike. We got one like the last 3 or 4 videos.
They whip us if they find us using other videos.
Go ahead and bring up. They do. They strike us. Go ahead and bring up the video of the pool that I sent you. Get that ready. So we actually got a copyright strike for the video we played a couple of weeks ago of the bees. It is an hourglass. I just saw that too. It is an hourglass.
It's pretty
I'm just
dank.
gonna set this right here. Right.
If it works this time.
All right. When that's done, stream's over. I'm sorry. I timed it as an hour and a half. It's supposed to be. It said I bought it because it said 1 hour timed, like a big old sticker hanging off the side of it, and I was like, sweet, that's sweet. And then I timed it. It was like an hour and 25 minutes, like 3 or 4 times I timed it. I think it's just too humid in here. I don't know. But it's moving.
Shouldn't be humid in there. Poor craftsmanship.
I think it's just humid in here.
Humid in the hourglass?
Yeah.
Boo.
Nah.
Not a mud glass?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, what's funny is I got this from Kirkland's. Now that we're on this subject, I got this from Kirkland's, and I was like, well, this looks like handmade. Look at that. It's not even like symmetrical. It's like poorly cut and stuff. You can tell it's handmade. But I looked at all of them. They look exactly crease for crease, line for line the same. So they're manufactured to look not manufactured. Every single one of these looks exactly the same. So there's no excuse for them not coming out with an exact hour if they've got machines making them all have the exact same creases and lines.
maybe they thought, well, we messed everything else up. Let's just make this inaccurate as well.
Possibly.
It's good marketing.
They didn't have to label it as such.
I know they really should put a label that says false advertising on there.
May or may not be exact hour. It's a time glass. That's what we'll do. We'll just go through item by item and talk about. This is a squeezy head to get rid of stress.
On today's stream, a hit job on Bill Nye and smashing on Kirkland. Apparently.
Oh, I didn't put that in the. I didn't put that in the description. Speaking about the battle for Berkeley, which may or may not be going on right now. My phone died.
BFA.
Yeah, I was
What's
live
the
streaming.
Ground, like, is there geography that they're like this is this square?
No, this
or
is the
this
fourth.
library,
No, this is the
or-
fourth time that Antifa and the free speech people have clashed together. It was Ann Coulter's speech that she canceled because they were like, "We're gonna attack you," and the cops are just like, "I don't know what we're gonna do," and she's like, "Then I'm not gonna show up." So.
Did you see the Washington Post
No.
headline about that? There was something.
No.
I was on my news app on my phone. I'll find.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bring that on up so we'll clock through this next one. What is this? The beginning of the video? All right.
Oh, yeah, let me...
It just says
take the
what?
captions off.
Thanks. Okay.
We want
So
sound?
here, yeah, one sec. Let me get. So I have it up in my window as well. Yeah, we want sound. Oh, I try and check these before, but I don't know if these guys curse at all. I don't think so. Pretty sure they don't. But just a warning. They might. This is a really dumb video, so let me just warn you there as well. This has, let's see, how many views does this have? 53. What do we see? 53.5 million. 53 million and a half views for this video. So go ahead, take it away. We'll see how this sound
People
looks.
love
What is up,
hyperbole.
guys? Tech Rex here. So, I want to show you guys something crazy today.
Only get one ear.
This is what you are
Need
seeing
Jimmy
right
the
now.
Jack,
This
only
is
get one.
authentic Coca-Cola. It's a 1,500-gallon pool of pure Coke. And what we're going to be doing, we got Mentos, we got ice, we got
That's
a
pretty
drone,
cool,
we got the
Mentos.
whole
Go ahead.
package.
Go ahead and
We're
pause
going
it
to
a
be
second.
having a little bit of fun.
I
So,
wish they had more Mentos
wanna sh-
though.
Okay, so they got ice. They filled this entire pool up with Coke. They got ice, and they got bags of Mentos.
What's the
Right.
ice for though? Well, I guess I'll find
I'm
out.
not really
Sorry.
sure. Play it. Go ahead and keep going.
show you guys that this is legit. It's full to the brim.
It's not full
We're
to the
filling
brim.
it up. This is actually the last bottle right here. And this is amazing, guys. So first thing we're gonna do is just put a little bit of Mentos.
Okay, pause it.
Let's just go.
Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Not pause it and pause it, pause it and pause it. Can you guys imagine what's about to happen right now? Anybody?
Yeah, it's
They
probably
just
gonna
threw a
make-
whole bucket of Mentos into a giant thing of this pool. What did they think was going to happen?
Was it? Is it Diet Coke and Mentos? Is that what it's supposed to be? Or that's not the big reveal?
Go ahead and hit play.
A little bit of Mentos, just a little bit of a spice.
A little bit of a spice.
We got a little bit of.
Oh,
fizz.
that's rad, dude. Crazy.
A nice little laughter effect. So now we're gonna make this pool extra cool.
Okay, pause it. I cannot believe how disappointed they
That's
must have
pretty
been. Where they all
underwhelming.
went, oh my gosh. We did, what was it, like 30, it was like 3,000 bottles to fill that thing up. And they throw it in, and probably like midair, he's like, wait, it's supposed to be Diet Coke.
Oh, it is.
It
right?
is. It's supposed
Yeah,
to be
okay.
Diet Coke, or it's not going to. That's why that happened. They expected it to go crazy, and they were like, oh, crud.
We bought the wrong kind of soda.
Like, what they should have done, if they had any integrity whatsoever, they should have drank that whole pool. They should have restarted. They would have been like, cut the camera off. It was a live stream. They saw, you could hear them going like, ooh, look at that little after effect. Now we got a little flavor in there. Mentos in your Coke is not for flavor. It's for the effect. It's anyway. It doesn't get any better. Keep going.
Some ice. This has been in the sun for a few hours now. It took some hours of dumping, so we
Hours.
got to make sure. And pour about 200 pounds of ice.
I saw a guy do the math on that. He said that one bottle they did, 20
Coca-Cola,
seconds,
guys,
to
this
fill
is
that whole thing
something
up takes
you wouldn't
17
even
hours of
see in
straight
the
pouring.
movies.
Huh?
Absolutely
Wow.
amazing.
Maybe
Look
they
at
just
this
put 'em all in there
ice
and then
as
started
it's
stabbing
floating.
'em.
This looks beautiful. Imagine
Oh,
just swimming
that's
in
good
this.
ice.
Wow.
That's
Why-
good ice and soda there.
And it's mixture. It's a mixture of like cold and warm inside here.
Wow,
So check
cold
this
and
out,
warm.
guys. The pool in its full glory, filled to the brim once
It
again.
You hear
looks
the
like my
disappointment
pool.
in his voice.
Ice, cold, we're gonna have a candidate here named Ryan jump into the pool. So let's see how this goes, guys. This is gonna be kind of crazy. Let's do this.
Crazy.
And we're
He
gonna
keeps
see him
like self-affirming, like it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great.
Oh my goodness.
All right, it says we're streaming again. Yeah, that's right. That
was
fast. I know. Solid state, baby. Solid state. All right. That's all right. We were off to a great start and everything. Everything was going perfect. I'm linking to you again. And they're back. Yes, I recently upgraded my computer and made it boot in like 8 seconds, and then the broadcast software only has to pop up and click a button. I don't even have to log into YouTube or anything, and it starts streaming. So luckily, it only took that long because I was debating whether or not it actually. I was in denial. I'm like, no, it's just taking a beat to think. No, it locked up. The problem is when I upgraded the computer, I put it in the tiny box, and sometimes it overheats for absolutely no reason. But I think I shut a couple things off that should keep it from doing that again. But if it does it again, just consider that our signing off for the night. No, don't go anywhere. We're not done. Tea time with Alan Rickman. Hold on. I think you should just plan on using his laptop to make you guys a snack. Very funny.
Denial.
Make some tea on it or
the
something.
only river
Yeah, it
that
might help
flows
cool it
north.
down. Yeah, it's not a laptop. It's literally a computer case that's like this big. It's like really tiny. It looks like a carton of milk tipped on its side. Like it's really tiny. It's really tiny. It's way too tiny. Let's see. Where were we? We're at tea time with Alan Rickman. Why? Oh, I just made the connection. Of course. That was good. That was really good. I saw somebody. I don't know. The audio they put to that was really, really bad. Did you ever see the audio they put to that? I'm not connected to you still. Still not connected to you. Are you connected to me?
My bad. It didn't come up.
Connecting to client. So anyway, these guys with this video,
Red,
53
dude, so cool.
and a half million views. Now I have a theory.
Awesome.
I have a theory about videos like that. That they go viral for the reason of like the initial like, oh my gosh, look, this much of crazy stuff in crazy place for no reason, yay! And then after a while, it gets the reputation of people being like, why is this popular? It sucks. I hit connect.
That's a good theory.
And then people watch it like we are now because it sucks. So it has like most of those views just because of how bad it is. Why is this so popular? And then it starts climbing and it's like, why is it so popular? It's like the most watched video on YouTube for a long time, for years, was the music video for Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. And I think that was because that was at the point where people were like, I wonder what the most watched video was. And you could sort it by like views. You could sort the videos by views. And you see the top one and you go, well, this must be great. It's the top viewed one and you'd watch it. I didn't think about that till like the next day. That was the only one on that page I watched. Look, here they are by number. I wonder what the best video is. This is dumb, and I went off the page. Like the second, third, and fourth, nobody's gonna be like, I wonder what the third best YouTube video is. Like everybody clicks on the first one, going like, this must be great, and it isn't. But they got my view anyway. I was waiting for like the twist ending where it was like, oh, okay, this is why it has
Try again.
200, 300 million views or whatever for the stupid music video for a dumb song.
I thought Justin Bieber and Psy Gangnam Style but broke like 1 billion.
But they did. No, this was like 10 years ago.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, this was the beginning of YouTube.
They had the internet 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Google Girlfriend. When did that come out?
Google Girlfriend. Oh, they what, like mail order.
Oh, that'd be Amazon.
A drone. Are you Molly? Hey.
Well, Dubai has those now, so
Drones?
yeah, they're gonna be using them for
Molly.
something. I don't.
No.
Well, they're self-driven, so however you want to commute.
Yoinks. Yeah.
Better. Hey, okay. I was like, yay! I didn't get any yuck tonight. That's all right. I don't think this is gonna work. I told it not to do that, but it did it anyway. See, this is what we do before the show. There it goes. This is what we do before the show. While we're
And we
While
were
we're
just
trying to
happy to have sound
while
when
we're
we
trying
started.
to exactly
Yeah.
while we're trying to like get all off the ground, and then it crashes in the middle, and we just get to do all of this again on air. It's fantastic. All right, so I'm hooked back up to Joe. Let's finish watching this amazing video. And the best part is the like you were saying, he's trying to like convince himself. It's a self-affirming like, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be way better than the Mentos mistake. I swear. Oh, he jumped in the pool. It's kind of cold, but not really because it's been in the sun all day. So it was actually just warm, normal Coke. And then, can you up the quality of that at all?
No, Matt, that's the whole point. That's what we're talking about. Quality. Worth watching.
Would that be funny? You like hit quality and you turn it up and like a whole new video appears. I'm sorry, I thought you wanted low quality. Yeah. Auto quality? No. All right, hold on. Let me, whoa. Get this guy pulled back down. All right, where
They're
were we?
mocking your helicopter fan.
Again.
Feels really smooth, actually. Though I feel all the fizz from the inside, and it's really weird.
Bro, can you do me a favor and dip your head in there?
All right.
No, this is gonna be insane.
Okay, that would feel weird.
Dude, this looks amazing.
Can you imagine
I bet
getting that
feels
up in your
amazing
ear?
too, right?
Surreal.
Nice, man. I gotta say,
Man.
feels real good.
Okay, guys, so we got a DJI Phantom 4 right there, the new one that just came out.
Pause for a
Is
sec.
this a different video? What
No.
just happened?
No, I don't know why, but I guess they...
We're gonna drop Mentos in from a drone.
I guess they were like, we filled up this darn pool, and the Mentos thing was a complete bomb. We have to do something with this pool. We have to do something crazy. What are we going to do? He even mentions, go back like 10 seconds. He like sells this thing up.
Nice, man. I gotta say,
Man.
feels real good.
Okay, guys, so we got a DJI Phantom 4 right there, the new one that just came out. What's this channel without no tech destruction? So let's pull this thing into the 1,500-gallon Coke
Does not
pool.
sound good.
Sounds cheap. Has anyone here flown a drone or seen somebody fly a drone?
Not a real one.
I haven't.
Not one like this.
How much does this cost?
So this was $1,500 drone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, he
money
almost
do
cut
these
his friend's.
guys have
He
to-
almost cut his friend's neck, which would have been at least an interesting video. Here we go. Here's the video. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, it kind of went under, and then it. Oh, look at it. On it
We're gonna
bounced
go
off.
ahead and check
and
out
Is
that's
that a
it.
waterproof
That's
one
it.
or something?
This drone.
What?
That's pretty. That'd be
So,
cool. Is that a
all
waterproof drone? There
sticky.
are those.
No, they
right?
wrecked it.
Apparently
It's
it's
just
not.
drone.
Having
Yeah.
a no image transmission
cool.
RTH message. And
Man,
check this out. Let's
53
try and get
million.
that
These guys
battery
aren't the
out.
brightest bunch.
Doesn't turn on at all.
Oh.
Let's see how it looks like.
How it
And
looks like.
Let me show you
Let's
guys
see
a
how
little
it
bit
looks like.
here of the internal. There is Coke literally inside.
I am losing
What?
brain cells.
There's
They
Coke
literally have Coke
inside.
inside.
Guys, I
How-
think
are you
that
sure it's
wraps it
Coke?
up. This thing is drenched. The camera.
It's
Phantom 4,
drenched!
It's a goodbye. Thank you guys
think?
for watching. As
Why would it be
always,
drenched? I'm not understanding.
There's Coke inside the thing we dunked
Literally.
inside Coke.
Yum.
So yeah, that just blew
Coke's
my
favorite
mind.
drone.
Somebody shared that. Somebody I follow shared that, and it's like, why? This whole channel actually makes their thing is destroying tech. Like they'll just get a
Lemmings.
bunch. They'll get a bunch of the brand new. Like they'll get the Samsung S8 probably soon or already have, and like just lay out like a 10 by 10 row, and then just get a hammer and smash them all and be like, this is stupid, isn't it? Can you imagine? People watch it. And they get millions of views of them
Are
destroying
you
things.
saying we need to do our videos worse?
Why do you
is
think
that-
Why do you think we have an hourglass up here?
Yikes.
Are you
That's an
suggesting we
hourglass?
smash it?
Yeah.
I thought it was an hour
I
and a
have a
half glass.
bowl. That's right. A half glass.
Duh, hour and a half glass. Is it picking up a fan or something?
Good grief.
Sounds like a model train. Were you hearing the helicopter? They're hearing the helicopter now.
So when I
just saw
said,
them,
will
sorry.
they hear it? And you said no, you meant.
I said they shouldn't.
Oh, right, yeah.
See, watch, listen. See, they shouldn't be hearing that. As far as I know. Oh yeah, thanks. We don't need that anymore. Get out of here. Sheesh. So yeah, like I said, it's weird the things that there are a market for on YouTube. So
Thousands of Coke bottles.
Yeah. I just, yeah. The, oh, I had to pull my internet up again. I just, please restore. Oh, thank you. Alright. I had like 30 of them up. Alright. Let me try, let me try and get to
What's
one of these.
that?
What was that? What
the
was
last
it?
one you were just on.
I don't know.
Tax break. Trump's tax
I don't know.
break.
I
I'm
have,
curious
like-
to see how that's gonna go.
I have like 30 tabs open right now. I'm trying to figure out which one. Stop playing.
Research, he calls it.
I said prep. This is called prep. Where was that one?
If you knew the shortcut, you could cycle through them quickly.
I do know the shortcut. Hold on.
Never mind. Shift. Nope.
Shift
I'm an
tab.
idiot. Control tab. Control tab and control shift tab.
You are an idiot. What were you thinking? All right, there's that video. This one. Ah, here we go. Yeah. That was, oh, that's right. I have it up on my monitor, not on your monitor.
Slight.
1 second. We're going to do this. What happened to that? Here we go.
You know what? Funny joke is hard to tell without swearing. I'm about to tell you. What did the fish say when it swam into the wall head first? Darn. Hilarious.
That's good.
This is really funny, guys. Let me tell you what. This is 53 million views. Funny. This joke I'm about to tell you. It's awesome.
Man.
Humans love hyperbole.
Do they,
Yeah.
though? Well,
It
There's
wasn't.
nothing they love more than hyperbole, Joe. Okay.
there are literally billions of things they love more than hyperbole. No?
Yeah.
It's your turn. You can't jump that up. Take that more meta.
Or just
No,
saying you don't.
no.
You,
Yeah.
you get the disappointment of the like the Diet Coke Mentos explosion. So the only other reason to watch it is to say, "Hey, look how dumb these guys are." Like, it's pretty. Like that's pretty dedicated. How long they
You have to
it
be
took for
really
them to
stupid.
pour that in,
Well said.
and it's like a fundamental mistake.
Well, at a certain point, like you
like
have
those-
to ask yourself, did they? How much of that did they do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
no.
Sorry, no, I don't think they did that on
Yeah,
purpose.
like
Messed up.
like
I think they
no.
were like just didn't do their research and know that Diet Coke and Mentos are the match made in heaven,
Exactly. So,
or in Bill Nye's laboratory. I don't know.
okay, I think I got this.
It's like
going.
those
Is that
construction
serious?
guys that like block their vehicles
The
in.
darn gas station. Oh, but it's in quotes. I see what you're saying now. A wink. I gotcha. I know what it's really called.
Seriously, next episode, I'm just gonna get them in like the live Skype chat, because I feel really bad like trying to think back three or four sentences or topics to try and like get at these comments. We're just gonna have you guys call in next time. You can interrupt us live with your witticisms.
Oh, we could have like a guest on the show. Here's our Skype guest.
Yeah, them being. I'm not talking about all y'all. I'm talking about Amor and company. All right, so
Oh, we have 7 watching right now.
Did I have to
yeah.
pass some kind of background check or anything
Let's
to
see.
get on here?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, there is
5,
there is
6,
like a
7.
slight buffer. So I mean, I guess if they say something like outrageously crazy, you could just like kill the stream real quick and just like, okay, we're
Do we
done.
know how to kill the stream on purpose though? Like, could we mess
Hit the
that
mute
up?
button? I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's literally a stop streaming button right here.
Oh, okay.
So-
Seems pretty foolproof.
It is full of proofs.
Do you know why?
I have no idea what you just said. Hold on.
Unlike the Riemann hypothesis.
Oh, Riemann, we go way back. Yeah, he told me about his hypothesis. I told him his. I told him mine. He said it was way better though. So we're still friends. Who's Riemann? What's his hypothesis?
Black rectangle.
Fine. I don't need you. I'll just Google it.
Background checks.
Wait, what?
Riemann with.
What are we looking at?
What would that even
The
mean?
chat. I'm trying to see. See, I got lost.
Not everything they
Just
say
throw
is
up the
worth
black
reading.
rectangle again? Hannah? I don't get it. All right. Hey, you tell a lot about background checks. Okay. Maybe that's what...
Maybe
that's what you say.
they were probably talking about the Skype chat.
Oh yeah, the censor.
You know, if they just like suddenly, I don't know.
Oh, the black rectangle.
Yeah, to censor.
I literally just looked at that word and said triangle out loud. The black triangle.
Oh, you did say.
Thought that was... I did.
Oh, it's,
I have
it's
no
probably
idea
from
why.
that video. The video
Well,
that I showed you before.
Yeah, it's the Battle of
Number
Berkeley in the
file.
brain. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was cool.
Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati confirmed like 3 dozen times in that one picture.
Oh, the thing about Ann Coulter, I found it.
Okay, cool.
Just the last part of the first paragraph somebody put on the Post in Washington, like it was an actual. Oh, sorry, it was an opinion piece rather, but still, with the hubbub surrounding the riots. Are they riots? Are they breaking stuff? But just
well,
about
it's not like a riot so much as a civil war where everyone shows up with weapons that are not necessarily guns, but like, you know,
sure.
quarter stick of dynamite, and they're literally like clashing and beating each other.
Do
like-
they?
So it's less of a riot, more of a war. It's like a civil war on the streets.
That is such an extreme description, but I'll just read you this. But if Coulter's cancellation seems like a victory for the left, that assumption is a mistake. And the Berkeley brouhaha is the latest incident that has left me puzzled about what? Me puzzled by why, not about why. People who can't stand Coulter and her ilk decline to use our most powerful weapon against them, our total and crushing indifference. And the title of this piece is Ignore Ann Coulter. She's a boring performance artist, and she's gaming us all. I like being told, like, what to ignore. Did you ever get told to not do something as a teenager?
The problem is,
Like,
Trump
don't look
is,
in that. Don't
Trump
look behind
is telling
that.
people what to think, and that's our job.
Yeah, there you go. It's direct competition. That's the problem. Oh, spiders hate peppermint. Apparently, I just got back on my Facebook. What's the
Oh, I
biggest
got
spider
that,
you saw in person?
Got that thing for you. In person?
Like you could have touched it, not through a glass. There was some in South Carolina when my first sister first moved down there. I don't know. It was like on the window.
Do tarantulas count?
Probably like, oh yeah, you had big hairy ones in your house. That's right.
Dude, one side's in uniform. It's a war.
That's one observation.
What are we looking at?
This is Battle for Berkeley, April 15th. There's like this today.
Tax
This is
day.
something like this is going on right now. I should hop on Twitter and find out what exactly.
What's the Battle for Berkeley?
Antifa. We talked about it a little briefly last week. Antifa are all dressed in black, anti-fascist. You know why they dress in black? So they
must
can't
be
be
hot.
identified. So they can walk around with like a bike lock and clock people in the brain and knock them unconscious, split their skull open, and not have to, you know, get arrested for it. Pushing this thing around, that's really dumb and weird. But yeah, there's a lot of people actually got really badly hurt here. But Antifa shows up all in black to protest the fact that a bunch of pro-free speech people showed up to just say, hey, we're about free speech. And because Berkeley had shut down Milo, and then they shut down Ann Coulter, who was supposed to speak today, and so they're all out there.
What did they form like a line?
More or
Like,
less,
they
yeah.
start punching people that went into the speech or something.
No, they walk up to the rally and just start like throwing M80s into the crowd and stuff like that of
That's a
people
problem.
just standing there.
They look like
walking.
ants.
See, look at this. Look at this. You got some on one side, some on the other, and they're like, this dumpster apparently is like the ground to be gained. I don't know, but look at that. See, look at them. You can see they're all in black, like there as an army.
Where is this?
And this is Berkeley, California.
Do they just have a huge campus or something?
No,
Is
it's the
Berkeley a
town.
city? Am I
So-
dumb?
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Just answer the first
yes,
one.
University of California,
Right.
Berkeley.
Okay.
Like UCLA, I suppose.
UCal?
Another one.
No, UCal.
UCLA. But yeah, there's quite a bit of people there, and it was. Let me see. I don't think this is the.
Is this being taken from a helicopter? I hear helicopter sounds.
Yeah, definitely that. So yeah, a lot of people. This was April
That's way
15th, though.
funnier than I
This was
thought.
This was like 2 weeks ago, and
Brutal.
so let me see. Groups protest at UC Berkeley over Ann Coulter. Oh, this is going on right now. This is breaking news.
So what are they saying? Like, what is Antifa's message? I guess. Is there any
Stop
kind of
spreading
centralized...
your hate.
Okay. That's what
Stop
it is.
spreading your hate.
Does violence...
They're saying you're too
Is it-
fascist.
Is it an indicator?
They're saying you're
of hate, I
fascist, and
guess?
your hate words are violence towards people. So we're acting back at your hate words with hateful, actual violence. So, which like I was saying, like I think it was 2 months ago. This whole go out and punch a Nazi thing, that's a big deal. Like because the idea of well he's a Nazi, Richard Spencer. So there's cold clocking him in the side of the head when he's doing an interview is totally okay. And so suddenly all of these people have the idea that, oh, bad people, you can just go attack them. If there's a group of them all going like, USA, US, you can drop an M80 in a glass bottle and throw it in the middle of them and hope some of them get hurt because after all, they're bad people. That's a dangerous game to play. I don't know why anybody thought that was a good idea. But yeah, like I said, this is just going to keep
Bill
getting
Nye.
more and
Yeah.
more out of hand. You know what's sad?
He's there, right?
I was trying to find.
Yes, I know it's sad.
I was trying to find clips from Bill Nye's new show where he's like lost all of his brain. I couldn't find any that were appropriate. Like, yeah. Like the song that the girl
You mean
came
like
out and
according
sang.
to the FCC? Is
Like,
what you're saying?
Well, no. I just like the song the girl sang was literally titled "My Sex Junk," so the words were even way worse than that. Antifa.
That's enough. No, I've heard enough. Thank you.
Smoke. No, I'm not. I'm looking up the lyrics. We're gonna read it like a beat poem. Smoke bomb.
If you hear that neat clicking, it's a cool mechanical keyboard.
Yeah. Sounds like the 80s. Why did like doesn't that sound like the 80s? Well, it sounds like Tron is what it sounds like.
What's Tron?
The real Tron, not the Neutron. The real old
Neutron.
Neutron, electron.
What about protons, man? Come on.
Jimmy Neutron.
I'm proton.
Why am I not seeing this? Dang it.
Because it's a
Here we
smoke
go.
bomb.
Here we go. No, come on. Is this guy gonna pop up through the whole thing, or is he just? I hope he's just gonna narrate. Just narrate, bruh. Hold on. Finding it. I'm finding it. See,
Oh,
look.
nice.
See, this is what happens. Antifa fired off this. This was 2 weeks ago, not today. They fire off a smoke bomb in the middle of this battle fight thing that's going on. Sorry for those of you who get nausea. Some shaky cam footage. And then everybody goes, all right, you know what? It's time to throw down. Everybody just starts rushing at each other, like socking each other. Because look, this is what we were talking about last week. The smoke clears, and Antifa's like retreating up the street. And so all these people are like, now's our chance. Let's get them.
Freaky. That's kind of freaky.
It's very freaky.
Yeah.
This is like the third time this has happened. It gets worse and worse every time. Look at this, see? This is getting worse and worse every time. And today, something like this, hopefully less bad, is going down. Oh, is this the one where I think this is the one where Moldy Locks, as they've dubbed her, gets socked in the nose. It is.
So what's the point of all this violence again? What are they trying
Protest.
to-
The
Hey.
people in black say that Trump and his ilk have violent rhetoric. And so they're combating the violent rhetoric and their bigotry with violence.
Would this be the same group that goes to the extreme of believing Trump's going to begin putting people in concentration camps?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But that's how they justify this behavior.
Sure.
We're striking before he can. And these are the people who say, well, you know, if Jews had started punching Nazis, the Holocaust might not have happened. That's their mentality. We are stopping a Holocaust because Hitler is now in power, and if we don't start punching these Nazis, they're going to take over and ship us all off to gulags.
Heavy stuff.
Mixing my metaphors. But, yeah. Right? Well, that's...
So what are these freedom people like sticking around for? They're the people that just really want to go to these speeches, or
Well, they
live in
are
Berkeley?
there to say, simply, just because you disagree with what someone's saying, you cannot show up with violence, threats of violence, and get them to back down. Otherwise, you're now just you can use violence. It's terrorism. It's terrorism.
No. I'm
Threat
asking.
of violence for political action is terrorism.
Sure.
So they're saying we're not going to put up with your terrorism, even just your threats. Go on, Ann Coulter, show up. I dare you. We're going to tear the walls down and start throwing explosives at you. And then she doesn't speak, and they go, see? All we have to do is say, nope, you shut up, you shut up, you shut up. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you're saying. And then keep threatening violence.
So why go to Berkeley? Why did she sign up to go to Berkeley in the middle of all this?
For that reason.
Oh.
We're not going to be silenced. We're going to show up. We're going to speak. The problem is the cops can't do it. The cops won't do anything about it. So I heard the mayor of Berkeley is actually a member of a cult that is part of this anti-fascist group called BAM, B-A-M-N. Google it. And so that's why the police are told to stand down. I think this is... Yeah. So...
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not the clip I thought it was. But yeah,
Helicopters flying pretty close.
look at these people. He's in like hockey, like what helmet is that? Batter's helmet? I don't know what helmet that is. But yeah, everybody showing up in like riot gear, makeshift riot gear, hockey pads.
George Soros. What? Shock and awe.
Wait, so the helicopter sounds are getting worse?
No, it's just we're at ground level, so it doesn't match. It's kind of
That
like
makes sense.
hovering
I
just
get
off
it.
the
Okay.
ground. I mean, it's
I
shaking
thought
like
he
a
meant
helicopter.
sound level. Yeah, it's a drone. That's what it is. It's a very poorly piloted drone. Look in search of a pool of coke. So yeah, I think the rest of this video is just
Oh
them
my gosh, dude.
running down the street.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
What? Which
Guy
one?
just rolls up with the U lock for a bike and
Oh.
and then like disappears into the crowd.
Yeah, turns out that
But they
guy.
identified him. You said right?
They did. Turns out that guy.
Eric Clanton.
Yeah, he's like a professor or a teacher at a school around there.
That's
Yep.
jacked up though.
Was
he
it?
just like tries to disappear into the crowd. Well, no, that's what I. Yeah.
Bike. Antifa bike lock.
Nah, do we want to show that? These are some violent videos,
Oh.
you guys. You can look up some of the
This gentleman here.
bloodier detail.
What's amazing is what's up? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I realized that halfway through and was like, meh. What's amazing is these people think they can hide, but the internet, Reddit, 4chan,
Andrew,
they,
you're on fire. Sorry.
yeah,
being
we're
really
pretty
funny.
close to Berkeley, so that may be what's going on right now. Somebody check Twitter, see what's going on Periscope. What's funny is they think they can hide, but 4chan and Reddit don't let anything go. These are the same people who found what's his name, the actor who put up the camera and was like, he will not divide us. Shia LaBeouf put up the camera and then they trolled it to death and he had to move it, and then he put it up on it pointed up at a flagpole and had like a he will not divide us flag on it, and in less than 2 days people on Reddit found where that was by tracking airplane flight patterns and time of day and star constellations, and then they sent somebody out with a truck
Wow.
to go drive the area and honk their horn until they heard it on the stream, located it, pulled his flag down, and put up a Trump hat.
So
Within 2 days, his stream was taken over physically in its location, and they hoisted a Trump hat up there, a MAGA hat, Make America Great Again. That's the internet. If they don't like you, they will find you. He had to move it to, I think he's on the moon now. He's got a little flag next to the American flag on the moon, and he's just like, he will not divide us. That's why I'm a whole, planetary celestial body away. Yeah. No, he moved it to Europe somewhere. It's in, I don't know, look it up. Somewhere in Europe. But these are the same people. So they go, they see this footage of some guy pokes his head out of the crowd and whips a bike lock. Not like a bike chain, like one of those U locks that like
Yeah.
clinks around like a
That's what it's called.
like a tail or
Yeah,
something.
the
Okay,
U-lock.
sorry. It looked
Yeah.
like you were staring past me
No,
into
no,
oblivion. So yeah, like a big, like he pretty much had a mason chain and clocked a guy. And so from that little clip,
That
they
would
found
hurt.
other footage from that day of him identifying his backpack and his build and his hair and everything, and then found one of him with his mask down, and then cross-referenced it with like people in the air, and
Whoa,
they ended
internet
up,
sleuths, huh?
yeah,
Sleuth, good word.
Yeah,
I like
there have
crowd,
been
like 4chan.
crowdsourcing. What's it called? Crowdsourcing? Or
look Yeah, crowdsourcing their detective work. Look up arrests from Battle of Berkeley, April 15th. There have been quite a few. There were where's the bike guy?
I feel like 4chan is the highest some deep web lurkers raise their head up. I'm not here. It's like way crazier than Reddit. Not on the 4chan hype.
And you know what? The most I got into any of those like hip, cool, hey, I'm on the internet and I know the inside jokes and the memes thing was Imager. Like I was very serious on Imager for like 2 months. Like I posted a couple posts. I got like a couple of the medals for like conversation starter. There were 1,000+ comments on your comment. It was really like dumb comment, and then everybody that for some reason that the conversation just shifted over to my comment for no apparent reason, but I got the award anyway, and I was like super happy because they give you a score versus for how many like likes your comments get and things like that. So it's like I don't know. There was this. It was weird.
A rush to it.
It was very well built to give a feeling of participation. Can you imagine if Facebook gave you a score for all of the likes you get? Can you imagine if you could look at your score?
I don't.
Your Facebook score.
called clout.
That would be
clout.
horrible. I mean, like the best you have are
Right.
like
That's
your
literally
number
what it
of
is.
friends. Right. The best you can do is be like, how popular is this person? Number of friends. And like try and like do. But if there was a specific number that's like, oh, this is an A+ rated person. Like this is them on the
That's
internet
the-
is their Facebook page.
That's the Black
these
Mirror
days.
thing right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was kind of pushing, leading back to. Yeah, can you imagine if all they would have to do is be like, we're going to count your number of likes in this algorithm as to how often you post and how many people view it versus how many people like it versus how many friends you have and the ratio, blah, 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 blah. And they could give you like a rating, like a credit score, but like a Facebook score.
They probably
In
do
10
get
years,
ratings.
in 10 years, they're going to check your Facebook credit rating on Facebook before they let you get an apartment or
Credit
something.
or credibility.
I feel like
Credibility rating, there you go.
that would mess with so many people's heads. I
Cross
think.
check the fake news checker. Like this person dinged it 50 times. Can't believe anything he says. Did you see the chat?
I'm trying to catch up. Which movie is this?
Oh, Ant-Man.
Oh, wait, who's talking about Ant-Man? Dang it. No, I missed it. Oh. It's like watching a GoPro 3. Anyway, got it. No anymore. That's really funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Cloud Trump.
Eckerd's like, no Amor.
Better friend Bureau. I'm not sure what you were looking for with the article, but I found one that said 21 were arrested, 11 injured, 1 stabbed.
1 stabbed. That's just... Yeah, so this is... And what's weird is like a lot of people don't even know this happened.
I'd said including many were arrested for suspected assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep. Because the internet was like, yo, you're not getting away with that. And then they don't. So, better friend Bureau. The cloud is a lie. Come on. Movie Cloudtron. Okay, wow. Sorry. It's tricky to keep up with. All right. Yep.
There is no cloud.
There
It's
is
just
no
somebody
cloud.
else's computer.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot what I was googling. Oh. This keyboard was a mistake. This thing is the loudest thing ever.
I thought that was the point.
I thought really satisfying.
You
Click.
want people to know that you're typing.
I saw that.
Yep. Oh, look at that. What's that? If you can't tell, it says Antifa United, has their little anti-fascist symbol on it. And it's designed to fit inside, like, your wallet. Right? That is not a self-defense weapon.
What, concealed weapons can't be used for defense?
Not one in your wallet. I'm getting mugged. Pull out your wallet. Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
Hold on.
brilliant.
Aha! Like, no. That's not why you carry, like... That's not the purpose of this knife. The purpose of this knife
Clearly
is,
it's not.
in case we're on a street corner and we see a MAGA hat, quick, everybody get your knives. We're going to go lynch this guy. Like, that's the mentality behind a knife like this. In case a riot breaks out, you're prepared. Not to defend yourself, it's everybody grab your pitchforks. We don't have it? Well, we've got a pitchfork for your back pocket. This is a pitchfork for your back pocket. That's exactly what that is. Riots on demand.
Is it because it has that logo on it, or is it just the idea?
It's because it's designed, well, because it has a logo on it, it's designed to be hidden inside your wallet, so you have it on you at all times. But like I said,
that
if
point
you have,
that you brought up, if you get
you
mugged,
have, I doubt it's for people who get mugged.
don't you think people would buy it for that reason?
Okay, let's read. Following the
It is
recent violent
disguised,
mobilization of Antifa in Berkeley, I love the way they spell Berkeley, the domestic terror organization has begun to embrace. I don't think they've technically been labeled that. Gateway Pundit. Okay, that's some pretty strong language. I don't disagree, but like that's some pretty harsh language to be putting out there. The domestic terror organization has begun to embrace violence as part of its message. What other message does it have? There is a visible there is a visible evil to the entity, and sadly, it is comprised of young Americans who have adopted a violent Marxist mentality. Now they are selling small, concealed knives and are actively promoting violence in an effort to fight fascism. Antifa is a fashionable movement for college progressives who have been brainwashed by their professors, and now the brainwashing has made its way to the distribution of knives and the promotion of weaponized violence. Sorry, that sounds like poorly phrased. Weaponized violence, like I don't know, like weaponized gas, weaponized violence. Sorry.
It's probably just saying there's more than punching. You actually
Yeah, no,
have
like I
weapons.
said, that's probably the right phrase, but it sounded funny. They took their violence and they weaponized it.
I guess.
It sounds like-
Hunters are violent.
Sorry, it sounds like what?
It
you
does.
said?
It seemed a bit unnecessary considering the context. Makes me think about who's funding it. Like who's making those knives? Who's putting that logo on those knives? Who's paying for it? There's no knives that fall out of the heavens and say Antifa United. Where are they coming from?
I don't know.
That's what I
Well,
wanna know.
there's probably a website that'll be like, get a for $1 a piece you can get whatever your logo printed on these items, and one of the items was like a secret carry concealed knife for people who are like
Okay.
special
I can see
forces or
that.
something like that, and they're like put whatever
Yeah,
logo,
I'd be
put
curious to
like
know who
an
bought it.
American flag and be like free forever or like 37th Airborne, which there's no 37th Airborne, but you know what I mean. And they're just like anti-fascists. This is something I did not know. The concealed knives for sale have since been removed, but the internet is forever, and we've captured screenshots of it. That is 100% accurate. A petition was started in February to declare Antifa a terrorist organization. They were throwing M80s in glass bottles and bricks at Trump supporters in Berkeley, and now they are selling concealed knives to be used. They must be dealt with. Wow, this is a serious. I just clicked on the top one, so I've never been to Gateway Pundit. I don't know how credible they are, but that is true. I saw the general story a bunch of places. I don't know if they were actually labeled a terrorist organization.
What officially? We can't describe it for what it really is.
Alleged murderer until they're convicted.
Sure.
It's that kind of thing.
So it's not terror.
O.J.
until-
Simpson, he's a murderer. Everyone knows that. No, you get in big trouble for saying O.J. Simpson. He's not. He was acquitted.
I don't know anything about that case. He was in Roots.
Come on, it
I
was
saw
like
him in
years
Roots.
before you were born. Why wouldn't you?
No, but are you just saying that it
I'm
can't be
saying
described
that-
as terrorism until they say this is our political goal?
Well, like you can, I don't know. Like you can probably describe it as terrorism if you want to, but a lot of people would be like, well, it's not because of this, that, and the other. Until it's officially labeled that, you can't. Small Scissors Army Knife would do too. Yep. Until it's like labeled that officially, just throwing that around seems a bit reckless, and it seems a tiny bit hyperbolic. As true as it is, I'm just saying. I wouldn't. Sounds a bit hyperbolic. How fun at all the people in the world that love to watch us kill ourselves as Americans. Oh, yep. Well, probably. Look at the bottom. You didn't see Soros symbol on the.
I got a jam.
Oh, that's not jam. What are you talking about? All right. Last comment. A small Swiss Army knife would do. That Swiss knife is actually standard issue. Ready for invasion of the Swiss wineries. Do you remember? Was it last week? It was the week before, wasn't it? or 3 weeks. I don't know. Remember we talking about that kid, that chubby little 13-year-old who snuck the knives on the planes. It was like,
Right. He's cool. Yeah.
I got my knives
Edgy.
out. Yeah, edgy man. Yeah, that's what. It's a good thing you didn't have one of those. Look, I snuck this on the plane. Yeah, don't take pictures of that. Anyway, so we're gonna have to roast Bill Nye's chestnuts. Yeah, I meant, whatever. That was a euphemism of a different kind. We're gonna have to tear him apart next week. If you haven't heard, he has a new show on Netflix that is like his.
Brilliant.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing. It is.
Just he keeps saying that in the video.
It
too.
is science.
This is gonna be awesome.
No,
this is gonna be
he
great,
does.
guys.
He does. After the song the girl sang, he was just like, "Wasn't that amazing?" It's like, no, she wasn't even a singer. She's an actress. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll get to that next week. There's a lot to get to there. In fact, I think we should go episode by episode because it's a 12-episode series on Netflix that he dropped, and it's like Bill Nye the Science Guy but for adults. So it's pretty much pandering to the same kind of people who run around the street clocking people in the head with bike clocks. Anyway, so that's our show for this week. We got to bounce. Thanks so much for hanging out and chilling with us. We will see you again next week. Probably with a guest on the show. I don't know. Maybe. It could happen. We shall see. We're supposed to... I said we'd have this shelf up next by this week. It didn't happen. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see. So...
Just be a politician. You're good at making promises.
But I'll tell you one thing. See, I don't even...
Yeah, well, how long into our show? Oh, wait, here we go. That's 1 hour, right?
I'm telling you. Seriously, we've gone... how long does the stream say it's going? It reset the time, didn't it?
Yeah.
It reset the time on the stream. Anyway, so it's like 20 after. They probably would have gone about out by now. We should try that next week. Next week, we'll try that. Remind me. We'll set the hourglass, and we'll see if we can let us know when it's out, and we'll finish. Speaking of finishing...
I dig it.
All right. I think it's a great idea. Speaking of great ideas, see,
Last
nothing. Oh, word of the day, man. You got to get that in. Get it in.
Well,
One word, bring it up.
I'm-
Give it to him. We'll pull it up on screen. What is it?
Apodictic.
Whisper it to him.
Apodict. Apodictic. Apodictic. Without looking at the screen, it is clearly established or beyond
I think I typed the
dispute.
wrong word.
Did you mean
How do you spell that
idiotic?
again?
Apodictic. It's just I love it. It's in the same vein as like categorical,
go.
incontrovertible.
Hold
there
on.
you go.
Let me climb this thing out of the way. It won't let me do that in real time. Thank y'all. Ninja W.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Incontrovertible.
Well, yeah. So
Demonstrably. I love that word. Demonstrably. I just thought it had to do with a
Demonstrable.
demon.
Don't be so
Or a monster.
apodictic. You
was
haven't
wrong.
considered so.
why is that
facets
the
of
creepiest
question.
word? Idiotic.
Because I spelled apodictic wrong.
Okay, I can see that.
Seriously.
Facets of the question.
I think I spelled
This
it like
is
that.
apodictically the best show. on
Did you
YouTube.
mean idiotic? Apodictic. Oh, there you go. That was the one you typed beforehand. Sorry, I forget it works that way. That's a really cool function of it. It's like a graphing. It's like a fancy calculator with the tape. Where like it saves the last things you did, so you can look back at your old math.
Old math?
Old math, as opposed to the new math.
Hate
New wave.
math coming
Get
soon.
on it. It's the future. Anyway.
Oh, Tourette's. I was trying to freak Andrew out.
We're gonna record that for next week. We're just gonna have that play during the intro. Apodictic. Anyway, all right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate the live views. We're gonna splice this together. It'll be up tomorrow, in case you want to watch it all over again.
He's gonna
Same time
splice
next.
it.
I will splice it. Same time next week, as always. Yeah, that's it. So,
That's all I got. Thanks for being here, guys.
disembodied voice of Joe is now
Good
a
night,
disenfranchised. There you go. There we go. Oh. What, no ninja kick this time for the very end of the video? Yeah. Yeah.